kind of just put it in like a normalty. Like it was just normal to see a big bear walking around or something. Most people were trying to feign that kind of reaction. Like they didn't want to be the ones to be surprised with this bear because there wasn't a whole lot of people in here. So it was like if one person got surprised, everybody would notice or something.
Oh, look at that! Oh my gosh, it's a cute bear. And some of them was like surprised, like, what are you doing with carrying a bear around? Where they would like look at you, like on the glimpse of their eye, and then they would just continue walking.
They kind of whispered to their friend and pointed, just kind of like, what in the world is that guy doing?
I think I had someone almost run away from me just because there's a large bear. The large bear scared people. I think the smaller ones might not have been, but they just, when they see someone carrying around a large teddy bear, I guess it's daunting.
I was hoping for some really good reactions, but it was mostly just avoidance. People didn't want to talk about it. There was a lot of ignoring. I received a lot of kind of funny looks, and then people look away really quickly. Like they didn't want to see me to see them looking at me or something.
I also didn't realize that I was, because at first it seemed really light, and then because I was carrying the bear everywhere, it's got heavier.
Tried to coach me on my presentation. It was about the third to last one. That was kind of interesting, a little funny. She was confused for an eating disorder that she thought the pocket should be down like in the stomach instead of up here in the chest. Then I explained to her it was more like a secret compartment of somebody holding something in, so it made more sense to put it in the chest. That was my thought on it.
Oh, no, this isn't something we really talk about. Most people, don't want anything to do with the eating disorders.
Conceptions about even what an eating disorder is just kind of, they see it as just being like a title. A lot of the people I encountered didn't know whether it was a mental disorder, whether it was just a perception of how someone looks, or they just really didn't know.
It's usually just because it's mocked so much in society. People tend to just blow it out of proportion and make a big joke out of it. And I mean, they make it seem like it's this silly thing that nobody really has, when there's a lot of people that really have it, and they joke about it just to deal with it.
I don't think anybody I talked to had an eating disorder. Like they all looked normal, fit, which I guess I'm not the expert on eating disorders, so I don't know. But I wouldn't put any of them having a disorder at all. But if they could help anybody, that would be the same as me talking to someone.
Into that was able to share her experience as when she was 18 years old and she had an eating disorder, and now she's 40 and she still has those slight effects of what it was like when she had an eating disorder. And when Michelle, that was the girl who had the eating disorder before, she was telling me how she didn't even occur to her to even go get help until someone like this, like she had a friend that talked to her about it. So just having that experience and then being able to like maybe help someone in the future.
One of her friends has struggles with eating disorders, and she had tried talking to her friend before about the seriousness of eating disorders, and just really tried to help her, but her friend the message hadn't really been clear.
Disorders affect a lot of people. It's not just the person who has the disorder, it's families and friends. There have been people I knew, especially in high school, I knew a lot of girls that had eating disorders, and you'd know them for several years before they would say anything to you or even hint at it.
Eating disorders are one of the most misunderstood mental illnesses in America. At least 5 to 10 million girls and women and 1 million boys and men suffer from an eating disorder. It is not about the food. It is about what they feel inside. Do not judge them for their actions. Be their friend. You could be the one to save their life.
Admitting to yourself that you have it, because it took me for the longest time to admit to myself that I actually had it. So the thing is, a lot of people think they're alone when they have eating disorders, and just giving out the information that so many people do actually have this, and you can get help, and this can be fixed, and you don't have to live with it for the rest of your life.